Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be taking you through how you can quickly and easily complete the winter season of Series 37, and I'll give you all my car suggestions and tips for anything regarding the festival playlists for this week as usual. So I didn't do this video last week, as I mentioned last night in my Forzathon video. I took a week break for autumn. However, I did manage to complete most of it myself. I had about an hour or two the other day, but I took a week off from making content and being on Forza really. I haven't really played in the last 2 weeks, so I might be a bit shocking. Apologies for that if I am. But I'm back for winter. I've done the Forzathon guide last night, which you can check out on my channel. I'll mention more about that in just a second. And we'll go through the rest of the season today, hopefully getting you the prizes that you want. So the prizes for this season then: 50% complete gets you the Land Rover Range Rover Velar first edition. Very nice car actually, especially if you want it to be a bit luxury cruising, if you want to look posh. Very nice car, also very capable of going off-road as well, just like the usual Land Rover Defenders. And then 80% will get you the Jeep Gladiator, another really awesome car, and we saw added a few months ago in one of the updates. Really nice car. So I'd highly recommend that you go for 80%. And if you want to be perfect and get everything done, then why not go for 100% to give you the best opportunity of getting the Chevy Camaro IROC Z from 1990. 80% of the whole festival playlist should be able to get that. I missed, I thought I'd missed something in summer. Yeah, I thought I'd missed something in summer actually. But yeah, you should be further on than me, I think, because I've missed quite a few daily challenges because I haven't been on much recently. So you probably have already had 50% for the Horizon Backstage Pass like me, and then you're working towards 80% for the Chevy Camaro. Very nice car as well. Usually 80% can be unlocked in spring, in winter, if you've completed the Rivals and the Ranked Adventure, because they obviously have more percentage with them being across all 4 seasons. So we'll start then with the other rewards, just so I don't have to go through this again. So for the trial, which is called Back in Time, you'll get yourself a Porsche 718. Very nice car, very nice retro racing car. Can be used for quite a lot of B class and A class races, I've found, where it's eligible. Quite a nice car there. For the Showcase Remix Assault on the Control Room, you get yourself the Super Wheel Spin. For the Winter Games, which you don't have to win, you'll be guaranteed to get a Velociraptor from Hennessy, and that's from 2019. Really nice car then. Doesn't really turn very well, but it is an absolutely insane car, with the racing V6 in it. Just mental, to be honest. The 3 stunts will get you a Super Wheel Spin each. For the Dirt Cheap Seasonal Championship, we get yourself a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, another very nice retro race car that you can use in most B class and A class races where it's eligible. Will do you very well. For Potent Porsches, you'll get yourself a Porsche 911 GT3 RS from 2019. Not used it much myself, but it is a really nice car for I think it's S2 races, but also for completing stunts as well. And then for the Truck Stop SEA Championship, you get yourself the number 24 Mercedes-Benz Thankyou truck, which is absolutely crap, but if you want it, then feel free to get it. So they're all the rewards that you'll get this week. I'll quickly show the Forzathon Shop and stuff now, because I've been doing this in the pinned comments for a few weeks now, if not months, and I always keep forgetting, and I don't think it's a very good way of doing it because I don't know how many people actually read it. So for the Forzathon Shop this week, last week, obviously I wasn't able to update you on this because I was taking a week off, but last week we had a new Forzathon Shop each day. The Hoonigan RS200 was down in the bottom right, and that stayed all week, so you were able to get 7 of them, because each week you could buy a new one. Hoonigan RS200 is in the Backstage as well, but it was only 100 Forzathon points, so absolutely insane. And then the car that was here changed every day, really rare and nice cars there, so I managed to get a couple of them towards the end of the season, but at the start of the season I didn't get any, but I'm not really too fussed about that. But you will see, especially on Skippy 4631, he was doing the weekly the daily post, of the car changing in the Forzathon Shop. But this week it should be a weekly one, because if you look in the top right it says almost 7 days, because it's less than an hour into the season I'm recording. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a weekly one again this week, but we'll just have to see. Any changes, I'll update you in the comments if I don't make any more videos. So you've got the 1999 Lotus Elise Series 1 Sport 190 for 600 Forzathon points. Is in the Backstage. I sold mine because it's in the Backstage. Haven't bought another one since. Mine sold for 9 million, but with it being in the Forzathon Shop now, the price will probably decrease. So I'm probably not going to buy it because I don't really see the point, but that's the reason why it doesn't say I own that one. For any points you want to waste on these, feel free. And then you've got the 2018 Mercedes-Benz X-Class, which is also in the Backstage, but a really, really nice car, and I'd highly recommend that you get this. With it only being 300 Forzathon points, that's a bit of a bargain really for such a brilliant off-road car in A-Class. So I'd highly recommend you get a couple of these. Obviously you can only buy one from the Forzathon Shop, but it's in the Backstage as well, so if you've got a couple of these, that will do you handy. So in the Backstage then, speaking of the said thing, which we'll go over to now, the weekly vote this week. So last week it was the Mercedes-AMG GT 4-door coupe against something, I can't remember, but as you can see, that won. I think it was like 88 or 87% or something when I last checked, so yeah, it definitely deserved to win, I think. This week we have the Porsche 917 LH and retro race car there versus a brand new race car, the Bugatti Divo. They're both pretty good in different aspects, but I probably prefer the Bugatti Divo. They've both been released a couple of times. I think the Bugatti's more expensive, so if you're looking on the money making side of things, that would be the better option if for it to appear in the Backstage. Currently 58% to 42%, so it's probably going to take the win, but we are only about 40 minutes into the season, so we'll have to see how the week pans out. Okay then, in the Horizon Super 7, the prize for this week, so last week I think was the McLaren F1 GT, but if you didn't look then you wouldn't have known that. The Horizon Super 7 High Stakes obviously came with the update 37. I am planning to do a video on it, but with taking a break last week, I didn't do it last week. But hopefully now it's the summer holidays in the UK, I'll have more time to make videos. Now it'll be better to do them during the day because more people will be able to watch them because not as many people will be at school or at work. So I'll start doing more stuff during the day and that. For people who want to watch it. So I will do a video on the high stakes, but I haven't done it yet because I want to start from the beginning on that to show you the experience. So for the normal Super 7 then, for completing 7 challenges, remember you can burn any you don't want to do. You'll get the 1985 Mazda RX-7. Quite a nice car actually. I think probably I would prefer to drift that. I've never driven it yet. Yeah, it is on my list to tune actually and to drift. So hopefully I'll be showing you that soon. So that's that then. So if we quickly go back to the festival playlist, just so I can show you one last thing before we get on with the rest. The photo challenge, then I'll quickly do that as well. So hashtag MiniCarMassiveCastle. You need to take a photo of any Mini with Bamburgh Castle for 3% and a super wheel spin. So it kind of speaks for itself really. So getting any Mini, so Mini Cooper, Mini Buggy, Mini Mr Bean Mini, getting any Mini you want. And then head over to the Bamburgh Castle. There is a label here, and there's also a house there, playground games area, and just make sure a bit of the castle and your Mini appears in the photo, and then that will be the photo challenge complete. Righto then, so if we go right across to the right of the festival playlist, we'll quickly go over the rivals and the online adventure. So if you haven't completed these yet, these can be completed any of the 4 seasons and they will apply to all of them. So if you complete them in summer, you'll start from 21% each season. However, if you complete them in winter or spring, it'll add any percentage on you've missed from the season that you didn't complete them in. So if you didn't quite get 80% in summer, for example, and you did it in winter, then it would add any percentage on that you've missed. so that you can get all the prizes, because these kind of roll over for all the 4 seasons, if that makes sense. So for the monthly rivals, for 6% across all 4 seasons, you need to drive the Vol 05RR. It's actually Vool, sorry about that. I'm a bit confused after not doing this for like nearly 2 weeks now. So you need to get in the Vool 05RR and drive it around the God, I can't speak again. We'll drive it around the Greendale Club circuit, without hitting anything, rewinding, missing checkpoints. If it's got like an exclamation mark next to your time, that means it's flagged and it doesn't count. So you just keep going around until you get a clean lap. You don't need to beat your rival, it doesn't have to be fast. The whole objective of it in the festival playlist is to get a clean lap. And that is it. And then for the online adventure, basically you need to complete 1 ranked adventure in racing or games. Racing's normally the quickest. You don't have to win it, you just need to earn a rank, and then that will complete it. If you haven't unlocked ranked adventure and it won't let you do it, go in the quick play adventure and do racing or games. Probably racing's fastest again. And then just complete them. Obviously winning is going to get you more rank up, if you want to call it, more points, but you don't have to win. Just keep doing it until you reach tier 3 in that adventure type. Then it'll unlock ranked adventure, but it'll only unlock it for that adventure type, but you only need to do 1 for the actual festival playlist, and then when you've got a bit of free time you can go and unlock the others if you want to. So that is that then. Now we can swiftly move on to the stunts. So the stunts are pretty easy this week, I think. With it being winter, the roads are going to be a bit slippy, but with my car suggestions and tunes you should be alright. So the danger sign then, this one is an off-road one, so it shouldn't be too bad because it's going to be a bit slidey anyway. So it's Reservoir Ridge and you need 200 metres. So that is 32.4 metres more than the usual 3-star objective. So it's quite a leap, but it's not really that hard because you've got a massive drop down to where this dude is here across the Top Gear bridge. So I'll be in the Jeep Trailcat. The code for my S1 tune's in the description. Yes, it is S1, which means it can be used for races as well. It is really, really good. So you don't need to start particularly far back. I tested this and rewinded before I landed, so it didn't complete it. So you can put it in 4th if you want. It does allow you to jump through the tree normally. And there you go, 215. So with a slightly longer run up and without hitting trees, you would get like 230. So it's a really, really easy danger sign to get completed. Now we shall move on to the other ones then. So the speed trap is here. It's the Roman mile. You need 235 mile an hour, so that's 10 mile an hour more than the usual 3-star objective. Going this way is slightly downhill here, but you're not going to have as much as a run up. You might fly off there. Going this way, you've got all the way down here. So I'm going to go to this crossroad here. That should give me enough run up with it being snowy. My Mosler doesn't have snow tyres on it, so you will need to maintain the traction a bit, but it isn't really a problem. So like I've just said, I'll be using the Mosler for this and the speed zone as well. So the code for my tune is in the description with the V8, not the V12, because the V12's rubbish. And the V8, like I said, doesn't have snow tyres, but that shouldn't be a problem. If you want pop traction control on, but you won't really need it. Traction control can sometimes be a bit annoying because it just faffs around doing business. So I'll get in the Mosler then. When you're ready. I did this before when I was changing into the Trailcat. Right. So there it is. That's the one with the V12, V8. It's always better. V8 is just better. Right, and when you're ready, feel free. Right, there we go. Okay then, so of course we're facing the wrong way, because Forza always does that. Luckily this part of the road isn't snowy, so we shouldn't have much problem. Right, we've got traction. Really fast acceleration, absolutely mental. We should have no problem getting this speed done at all. Still got quite a way to go yet. Here you might lose a bit of speed, but not too much. And there you go, 264.67. Really, really easy. It really could be any easier, to be honest, for winter. Now then for the speed zone, which again I'll be doing in the Mosler. So it's Johnston Terrace. You need 145 mile an hour. That's 5 mile an hour more than the usual 3-star objective. My PB really isn't high at all. In fact, I think it's in like a Bugatti or something. So really easy one. This way you can come faster and use the wall. So I'm just going to start around here because we don't need too much speed and we're not trying to get a ridiculous PB. Like I said, you can wall ride it and it's a really easy one because there's literally no corners at all. You can literally just go flat out the whole way. So when it spawns, we'll just immediately set off. When you're ready. There we go. Right, luckily we're facing the right way this time. Right, okay, so again, not too much snow on this road, so we're alright. We've lost a bit of traction there because the AI car was being annoying. Should be alright. So here you can literally just go like that. Is that a new PB? Yeah, oh no it isn't. Very close to a new PB though, so it shows how easy that one is even in winter. So that's 3 stunts completed, so now we can move on to the championships, which I haven't really looked at them yet, but I think they're alright. We shouldn't have too many problems. If you want to fit snow tyres, that'll definitely help you out. I'm not sure whether all of my tunes have got snow tyres on or not, it just depends when I made them. But they should all be alright because they're usually all-wheel drive and plenty of grip. So I don't even know what I'm doing. I've just completely lost the plot in this 2 weeks off. Right, so for the showcase remix then, Assault on the Control Room, all you need to do is basically just enter it and win it. In fact, there isn't really anybody you're racing against in this showcase like there is in the other ones. You've basically just got to get to the finish in the Warthog without dying, and then you've completed it. Really easy showcase. Just, yeah, not really much else to say about that one. For the trial then, which I haven't a clue where it is. It's here. Right, so the trial is dirt racing, back in time, and you need an A-class Porsche from the 50s to the 80s. Right, okay. So I'll go to Porsche because that'll probably be easier. So Porsche is there. And then if we go to the 80s, okay, right, so what have we got then? We've got this, if you have car pass, oh yeah, it is the 80s. So yeah, if you have car pass, this one's really grippy. As you can see, it has got snow tyres, it's like a rally car, so that'll do you very well. In the trial, obviously, you're in a co-op team with up to 6 people against 6 drivatars, so try not to ram each other. If people are bad at driving, they don't have grip or anything, just try to ignore it unless it gets to the point where it's just completely repetitive, because obviously you do need to win. If it's in the 3rd race and you won the first two races, then feel free to just shove them off the road, but otherwise do be a bit cautious. So that one will probably be alright. I'm hoping it's eligible because it did say 50s to 80s, so I'm hoping that the 80s count and it's not up to 1980. So that's the car you win, I think. Yeah, I think it is. So it looks like I haven't really got anything else. Yeah, so I haven't got anything else, but I think this in A-class is quite good. The well-compact version of this is A800. And I'd say maybe that as well. Because it's like older ones. I don't really use Porsches, especially when they're the older ones. But yeah, hopefully that one will be eligible. This one will also be alright as well, because in A-class I believe that's very good as well. So if you want any more car suggestions, then do let me know in the comments. Right, let's move on to the games then, which I saw. So it's Mortimer Gardens. You don't have to win, so don't rage quit. There's absolutely no need to rage quit. You'll get the prize whether you finish 1st or 2nd. You can always go and do it again if you're really that fussed about winning, but there's no point in quitting because there just isn't. So you need an A-class off-road car, which is actually pretty good because it's going to be quite fun. You're going to have plenty of grip on the snow, and obviously I quite like A-class off-road. So if we go to off-road then, which of course is all the way down the bottom. Right, so the Chevy Colorado, this tune's actually made for the games because it's like a power build, so you can slide it around. So that one will be alright because that's also got snow tyres. What else have I got? Yes, the OP Ford Raptor. That is my absolute favourite for A class, and well, one of my favourites for A class, and definitely my favourite for A class off road. Absolutely insane car. This is the car you win. So as you can see, quite a cool car. I believe these are quite good in A class, but I've never really tried it. Well, that one's not my tune. This one will probably do you alright. The Gladiator, that's Roshan's tune, this is my tune. I'd say my tune's probably better for games because it's more powerful. Either of these two will do you great as well. That's virtually stock. The G65 is always a good choice because it's really, really powerful in A class. That one's also very good. This is the X class that's in the Forzathon Shop, so in A class, this isn't the best tune, it needs updating actually, but really, really good in A class. And then that's all I've got tuned, but definitely the Raptor or the Jeep Gladiator I'm probably going to be taking myself. Right, on to the championships then. So we'll start with this one here. So it's street racing, potent Porsches, and you need an S2 Porsche. So we're on to Porsches again, but this time it's S2, so I'm more likely to have something tuned. Okay, right, so that's the car you win, but I'm not sure what else I've got. Yeah. Here we have slight issues, because that's X-Class, although that probably is the best option in S2, apart from the car you win. That one's a Forzathon tune, so that one will probably be alright if you're on there like highly skilled drivatars, which is what you need. That one's probably alright as well. I probably should have looked to see if I've got any cars tuned before I did this. Anything else? Oh, that's a drift build. So yeah, I'd say I might be able to tune this Porsche 918 before I do the championship myself today or tomorrow. And then you might be able to find a tune. Otherwise, there'll definitely be tunes for that. And like I said, that one will probably be alright. Say this one as well. When it's tuned, it'll probably do you fine. So I apologise for not having any really good tunes, but hopefully you'll be able to find some. And you should be alright anyway, to be honest with you. Because that's all-wheel drive stock, so it'd probably be fine. I did championship stock this season, and I was absolutely fine on unbeatable, so yeah. Right, so let's move on to this one then. So it's another dirt racing. It's dirt cheap, and you need a C-class reasonably priced car. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at what the eligible cars for that are, because I think reasonably priced is like 25,000 credits. But I just need to have a look. So it's that one. Yeah, so it's around 25,000 or below. So basically the cheapest you can get. Right, so if we have a look then. Right, so not settings. God, I'm really not prepared today. Right, not that one. Right, sort by value and then 20k. Right, so it was B class, wasn't it? No, it was C class. Right, it was C class. God, I'm losing my mind. Right, okay then. Yeah. Good news. Haven't got anything tuned. Well, I swear that my where's the right, hang on, let me go to Subaru a second, because I thought that the Legacy yeah, it is. Right, where's my C-Class one gone? I had a C-Class Subaru Legacy. Ah, it's here. Right, so there you go. Hopefully you should be able to use that one. I'm not really too sure why it wasn't showing up. But yeah, hopefully that one will work. That's a really good one. I'll double check on it, but I'm hoping that that's a good one. Apart from that, I'm not really sure, to be honest. But God, I'm really not prepared today, am I? I do apologise, but I wanted to get it recorded so that you knew I wasn't dead. Yeah, anyway. Right, let's move on to the final one then. So it's another dirt racing one. The truck stops here and you need a B-class truck. Now I do have one tuned for this because we've had this multiple times before. Right, so if we go all the way down to trucks, which of course is at the bottom. There. Right, so there's actually really only one sensible option for this, and it's the Unimog, because it's the only one that's actually good, it's the cheapest, and it's the only one that actually turns. So this is the car you win. I'm just going to quickly remove that one because it's the crappiest car on earth. Yep, you feel free to delete at any point. Right, so yeah, just take the Unimog. There's no point even discussing this because the others are just absolutely rubbish. The Iron Knight can't even go anywhere above where it is. That's just crap. So yeah, Unimog with this tune will do you absolutely fine, and you'll probably enjoy it actually somehow. Right, so there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope it has helped you. Any questions, as always, let me know in the comments. I'll try my best to reply to you as soon as possible. Sorry about the inconsistency again, but I was just wanting to get the video recorded, like I said, so that you knew it was coming. Any questions, let me know in the comments, and I can update you a bit on stuff that I've kind of missed out in this. So check the description for timestamps and any other information regarding tunes and stuff, and then I shall see you all. Well, I might do the high stakes video during this season, and maybe a couple of other videos I've got planned. And don't forget about my competition as well. Again, I'll put the link to that on the end screen, and the Forzathon video as well on the end screen as well. So yes, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all whenever I see you. So, bye!